GeauxBurns giving you a preview of what Capture Creator is like. Go to Start, then Online, and of course scroll down to Creator Beta. Pretty simple. You've probably done it before for deathmatch or racing. It'll take you to a similar screen, but you'll notice that Create a Capture is now there. So click on that, and it's going to bring up four options: Contend, GTA, Held, and Raid. And what we're going to do is, I don't want to go over all four of them, so we'll just do Contend for this one. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, but this thing took forever just to build this simple one. First we're going to do is we're going to pick a spot in San Andreas that you like for your capture, and then you got to fill out some details, the title description, all that fun stuff. I put getting the goods. So there's a lot of other features like take photos, max number of players, number of teammates, time limit, settings, a whole bunch of things you have to do. Of course, the score, I'm going to do it for probably, 6 per team, 6 points, gets the team a win. So we'll just do that. But you can set it however you want. Then, of course, you have the opportunity to, if you want to, select a vehicle for your team to use. So you can or you can't. You don't have to. Your team 1 or team 2. Then come on down to the placement, and then we're going to place the starting trigger. And of course, that is where people will go to be able to start the game. You got to take a photo for the lobby, of course, naturally, as you do for deathmatch and racing. A lot of stuff is very similar. There are some differences, though. And of course, you got to set the team start points. That's what we're doing right here. We're going with what? 4 versus 4, so we're going to put 4 start points for team 1, then 4 for team 2. So that's pretty simple. Of course, I picked 2 spots roughly pretty close, just because I didn't want to spend all day making this capture that I'm probably not going to use. It was just to show you how it worked. Now this is the team capture points. This is where you bring back your object in order to get points. So we got those set, and you'll notice it's color coded. And this is, of course, the team respawn area, which is a big giant bubble. Got one for one team, one for the other team. Now here are the objects you can choose from, which of course is a security case, money bag, and duffel bag. So you get 3 choices in Contend. So we'll go with duffel bag, and you get 10 total. So we're going to put out all 10 throughout this small area of the map, wherever you want. So I kind of rushed through this really quick. Did a lot of editing, obviously, because I didn't want to bore you to death. Just wanted to show you the basics of how this works. So there's 10 total for this. I don't think you have to put out all 10. But then, this is the cool part, you get to choose between actors. And these are basically NPCs, male, female, various types that will guard your objects. And you can put 1 by each object because you get 10 actors total. And you can customize them with weapons, with types, whether they're aggressive or friendly or whatever. And you can even do what their idle action is, like what they're doing, like smoking a cigarette or talking on a cell phone. And you can decide how many times you want them to spawn. So I would put unlimited, just so they keep respawning, because the objects keep respawning. Yes, you can get clowns as well. Oh man, there's just so many options when it comes to actors. So many variations, so many choices you can make. And here we're going to go with a trans woman. She's going to protect that one. I got the special ops up on top of the industrial plant. And you can change their weapons as well. That's cool. You can go with unarmed, bats, pistols, machine guns, etc. So that's definitely a feature that they added to Capture that I really enjoy. And of course, the tried and true vehicles. You only get basically 3 classes to choose from here, and 20 vehicles total. I went with muscle cars and off-road. You're going to see some ATVs in a moment. And I also got a couple helicopters in there. But I had trouble picking any other classes. I guess there's a limit there. So just pick out which one you want, whether it's a muscle car, sports car, or a supercar, or a sports classic. Whatever works for you. But it does seem to be limited by the vehicle type. And like I said, you only get 20 total when it comes to the amount of vehicles you can put on the capture map. So we got some of the vehicles up. Once again, rushing through this, because this thing took well over an hour just to do all this, just for a simple capture job that I had no intent of actually using, just to set everything up for you to check out. Now we're moving on to weapons. Of course, you get 20 total of weapons: pistols, rifles, shotguns, melee, machine guns, heavy guns, health, armor. basically the same as in deathmatch. You know what I'm talking about. This is something you've probably become accustomed to if you've made creator death matches in the past. So you know basically how this works. It's pretty self-explanatory. So we'll set out a couple weapons. Then you got to test it and test it and test it over and over again. You can't believe how many times I've had to test something and find something that I don't like. And then you go back, you fix it, you tweak it, and then you have to test it again. But this time, because you're using 2 teams or more, you have to test it playing as each team. So you have to go back and test it as Team 1, then Team 2, and then hopefully, after testing it several times, you've got it to where you like it. And be sure and double check everything, okay? Make sure everything is to your liking, the settings are all right. And one thing I didn't show you was you want to make sure that the wanted level is off so you don't have cops interfering. And you can also decide whether or not you want to keep or remove traffic and pedestrians, so you can do that as well. I personally like to keep the traffic, the vehicles, and pedestrians roaming around. But yeah, the cops, they got to go because they'll just exacerbate things. But that's, to each their own. So that's basically how Capture Creator works. And when you're done, hit save, then publish, then go to Rockstar Social and add it. And then, of course, you can play it online and your friends can play it. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get enough people to play it and like your capture to where Rockstar will verify it. And then whole bunches of players in the Grand Theft Auto Online will play your capture. So I hope this video was helpful and informative. If it was, feel free and hit a like. And of course, subscribe to the channel, help me grow. And you can go check out all my videos and uploads that I've posted. And of course, you can always friend me online at Xbox Live, as well as over at Rockstar Social. And as always, thanks for watching.